I'm Alex Colas. I'm Professor of International Relations in the Politics Department here at Birkbeck College. Internationalism in its various forms, in one way or another, is always about universality. The prefix pan in the pandemic suggests that the virus does not discriminate and that the public health emergency that we're living through affects us all. And yet we also know that socioeconomic and political structures do discriminate, violently so, and that therefore we're all affected in different ways. I think the study of internationalism in all its expressions as a principle, a policy, a practice, directs us to this constant tension between commonality and difference, between shared experiences and contrasting outcomes, between universality and particularity in global affairs. And so talk of internationalism takes us straight to the question of if we humans are so irrefutably biologically similar, how come we are socially so unequal? Now, paradoxically, my discipline of international relations has been relatively uninterested in internationalism. The category is usually filed under international organizations or multilateralism, important as these are. But we have been less attentive, in my view, to the ways in which transnational movement of peoples, of ideas, of customs, of technologies, and their creative interaction in global cities have powerfully shaped the relations between states. We tend to underplay the saltwater cosmopolitanism of millions who, like Frantz Fanon or Claudia Jones, displaced through the circuits of empire, forged their own everyday and often radical expressions of internationalism. We underestimate the intensity and complexity of third world internationalism and its contribution to international organizations, to universal organizations, particularly the specialist agencies of the United Nations, of the UN system. And I think we often forget that someone like Henry Kissinger was a German refugee before he became an American statesman. So IR tends to think of unequal power relations as an outcome of systemic anarchy, or inversely as a structural feature of the capitalist global political economy. I would like to interpret international relations as a much more dialectical process of creative destruction, uneven and unequal to be sure, but also universal, affecting us all. And I think the concept of internationalism can do this work for us.